Hi, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Morgan.
And we work for Suicide Prevention Network.
During our workshop, we will be talking about the definition of hope, how to have a positive mindset, and the importance of goals.
Some people seem to be able to find and hold on to a lot more hope than others do. But what is hope exactly? The dictionary says that hope is a feeling of expectation and a desire for a certain thing to happen. To hope means to strive for or wish. And usually when people talk about hope, they're hoping for something good.
Lisa and I work for Suicide Prevention Network, and we talk to people about depression, anxiety, and suicide. These three things can be triggered by having a lack of hope. It can be challenging to find hope in a difficult time, but today we're going to give you a few tools to encourage you to find a more positive perspective.
When you're in middle school, you often have people telling you what you should or shouldn't do, how you should look, how you should think and feel. It can seem like you don't have control over your own life, but sometimes you just have to stop and put things into perspective. We're going to ask you to do a little exercise with us. Take a second to grab a pen or pencil and a piece of paper. We're going to brainstorm at least 5 things that you can control and at least 5 things you cannot control. You can do a simple list, or if you're a visual person, you can draw a small circle with things you can control in the center of your paper, and outside of the circle you can write things that you cannot control. You can also get creative like we did here.
So first we're going to go over the things that you cannot control. How other people think or behave, what people think of you, past mistakes, the weather, your parents' decisions, if other people apologize, deaths, and moving.
Now, things that you can control are your attitude, asking for help, your effort, the way you react, the friends you choose, how you spend your time, being kind, and your perspective.
Changing your perspective can sometimes be difficult, and it takes practice. The first step is just being aware of the changes that you want to make to alter your mindset in order to feel helpful and positive. What do we mean by changing your mindset? You can have a positive or negative mindset, and that is one thing that you do have control over. When you wake up each morning, you get to decide how to feel. For example, here's our little turtle friend. He wanted to climb this mountain, but he woke up with a negative mindset, and his thoughts look something like this. I can't. It won't work. There's no point. This always happens to me. Why should I even try? Do you think that he got very far?
So what if that same little turtle started his climb with a positive mindset? He might have thoughts that look like this instead. You never know till you try. I'll ask my friend for help. I'm going to make this happen. I'll do my best, and I'll go as far as I can go. There are a lot of factors that contribute to your mindset, from your genes, to your home life, to your self-esteem. But if you choose to have a positive mindset, it just takes practice learning to catch yourself when you're having negative thoughts or feelings. One tool in particular that can help you to make better choices and keep you motivated is to stay positive. And keep you motivated to stay positive is setting goals for yourself.
Start by creating short-term goals. Today I'm going to be kind to someone I don't know. By tomorrow, I'm going to read an entire chapter in my book. This semester, I'm going to raise my GPA. Once you write a short-term goal, work to accomplish it in order to meet that goal. It can really improve your self-esteem. You will feel proud of yourself, accomplished, and organized.
Then you can start thinking about long-term goals. By summer, I will learn how to skateboard. By the end of middle school, I'm going to have learned how to play the guitar. By the time I graduate from high school, I'm going to have the grades I need to go to the school I want. Throughout life, you will hear about or even know people who had a really hard childhood but ended up with a successful, happy life. You might also meet people who had everything they ever wanted growing up as a kid and ended up coping with their problems by using drugs and alcohol and became depressed and hopeless. There are a lot of factors that go into why people make the decisions they make, but some of the skills we reviewed today, like creating a positive mindset and setting goals, will help you create a happy, healthy, and successful life.
Here are some famous people that you guys may know that had a really tough childhood but persevered and followed their dreams. The actor Jim Carrey. When he was a kid, he lived out of a van with his family. They were low income, so he quit school at the age of 15 to work as a janitor. Beyoncé's husband, Jay-Z, he grew up very poor in the housing projects.
We all know Oprah Winfrey. She grew up extremely poor and suffered from various types of child abuse. Nicki Minaj, her grandparents raised her because her abusive and violent father was addicted to crack cocaine. And J.K. Rowling, she could barely afford to feed her child while she was writing books and was living off of government aid. Can you imagine if any one of these people had a negative mindset and turned to drugs and alcohol to cope with their problems? They would definitely not be living the life they're living today.
Every morning when you wake up, you have choices that you're going to make throughout your day. The attitude that you have at the start of your day, things you want to accomplish, the people you want to surround yourself with, and the effort that you put into your schooling or sports is all up to you.
The famous people we showed you, they're no different than you and I. They just did their best to stay positive, believe in themselves, and follow their dreams. They made the choice to not give up on those dreams. We all have choices. What are yours?